Hey guys, welcome to another hashtag Sweet27 Goes Global YouTube video. The place where aspiring creatives and traveling gypsies alike come for tips and tricks on everything from living and traveling cheap, as well as how to progress your creative career. As always guys, we're putting a link in the description below to a blog article, so if you're more of a reader you can check that out, or if you like the sound of my voice we can get straight into it. Now there is no silver bullet when it comes to this task. It can be very difficult to land your first freelance role, but once you get your first one, the next ones start rolling in with a lot more ease. There are a few things you can do / have ready to help make this process a lot easier. Do you have a website with your work on display? Do you have a social media presence for your work? To be a successful freelancer, you need to have your work easily accessible at a moment's notice. If and when you do have a conversation with a potential client that likes to look at your work, you want to leave them with a lasting impression of who you are and what your contact details are. Now, if you write your contact details down on a scrap piece of paper or a napkin, they could easily get lost. What you want to do is have a professional set of business cards on you at all times. Your business card should have your name, your website, your email, and your phone number. This will help portray you as the professional that you are and thus improve your chances of creating beneficial business relationships with the person whom you are interacting with. Freelancing is not easy, and something that you learn very early on is that nobody is going to do it for you. Now, to be a successful freelancer, you need to have a strong understanding of your skill set and the confidence to, when the time is right, tell people about it. Let me give you an example from very early on in my freelancing career. I was at a pub in Melbourne's north. I was casually chatting away and drinking a few beers with my friends when another friend of mine turned up with their housemate. He was a big, tall guy with a beard and a baseball cap on backwards. He looked like he was some form of musician, but just generally someone that I thought I could have a good conversation with. I started chatting with him, and it wasn't before long that he told me that he was in a death metal band with some of his friends. I laughed and said, "Yeah man, you look like you're in a bit of a band." He said, "Yeah, what about you man, what do you do?" I went on to tell him that I was about to graduate art school and that I was a photographer. He said, "Oh cool man, can I see some of your stuff?" I quickly got my phone out and loaded my website with some shots that I had taken. He then said, "Wow man, these are really cool." I said, "Thanks. You know, if you and your bandmates ever need promo shots done, hit me up." I then handed him my business card. And we also exchanged Facebook information. He said that he wanted to speak to the rest of his bandmates and then he would get back to me. A week later I got a message from him saying that they wanted to do a shoot. And well, you know, the rest is history. Now understand that there is a very thin line in between shameless self-promotion and effective networking. My number one tip for not coming across as a narcissistic prick is to read the situation. You never want to go a hard sell. You want the person you're speaking to bring the conversation around to somewhere where you can seamlessly fit in your skill sets and the fact that you may be able to help. Now the more you get yourself into these social situations, the better you'll be at reading conversations and people, and thus greatly improve your chances of landing freelance roles and potential clients. Thanks for watching today's video guys, I hope you found it informative. As always, leave a comment below and let me know how you found your first freelance role. Like the video, share it with your friends, and as always guys, follow us on social media so you can see when we're going to post new content. Until next time guys.